Good old Saturday. The weather's nice. Y'all see this bright shirt. Y'all know what time it is. Out here doing some estimates. Um, it's been going, y'all. It's although it's it's March 1st today, Saturday. We still got a lot of stuff that's not green here, besides the weeds. Stuff haven't shifted out of dormancy, out of the winter weather just yet. But the demand's picking up, As soon as we start getting some warm temperatures consistently, the phone starts to ring. So I'm out here doing estimates. Got to get her done. Got to get her done, right? And I was thinking, because I've been doing this for, some years. And forgive me, guys. I'm trying to eat while I ride. Y'all know the struggle, man. Struggle's real. But I'm out here doing estimates, and when it comes to certain types of estimates, I feel like it shouldn't be free, for one. That's like time that you're losing when you got people just shopping around for prices. So over the last few years, what I have done when it comes to like large projects, as far as like sod installation, mulch installation, just irrigation jobs and things of that nature, and it takes time to actually go out there and get metrics before actually giving someone a price. I've been consistently charging for those quotes. And it's usually like $100 consultation fee, to where I actually come out to the property. You can show me, your vision, and, and if necessary, I create a short little design for you if need be. But for the most part, I definitely charge for the consultation, because that's time that, someone is pretty much getting from you, that if they don't go with your service, you basically just lost time. And I'm not trying to charge just for, just to, oh man, I want to charge everybody and make money off of a consultation. The purpose of charging someone for a consultation is to get people who are serious and not curious. There's many businesses that, like service-based businesses, that does plumbing, electrical work, etc. And they have service charges, is what they call them. They come out and they charge you like $50, and if you decide to move with them with service, some of them it's just non-refundable service charge, but mine is, not say it's refundable, it's redeemable if you decide to go with my project. I take that cost out of the main project cost, so that's what I explain to people. I get a lot of not to say flack for that, but I think it helps screen people, period. I look at it like this: people are about to spend $5,000-$10,000 on a project. What's $100 to actually, if you're serious about it? Yes, they may feel like they rather call somebody and get a free estimate, but I don't know where that notion comes from. I don't like it, because it's just too much competing for it. It's just a lot of competing at that level, of trying to get out to the property and estimate it, and then you got to hurry up and get out of the way because they got another person coming to estimate it. It's like, what are they competing for? Like, you're competing for price only. If that's so, let me get out of your way and you find the cheapest guy. I'm trying to do a quality job, and it may come I might be lower than some, I may be higher than some, but you would never know if you're just trying to, get free estimates. But what I do is, early in the season, if things ain't kicking off, or as the season's not transitioned yet, I do know that I lose opportunity by not doing free estimates. I do lose opportunity. There's people that will spend the money, but they just don't want to spend any type of money if they haven't gotten value before even dealing with me, like far as dealing with the company. So, I get it. It comes at a cost. I lose people by not even having an opportunity, because they're like, bro, why would I pay you $100 and I just have 4 other people come out of here? You hear what I said? 4 other people? That's a lot of people that is not going to get a job. Guess what? One person is going to get a job. Those other 3, they just wasted their time. What if they could have maximized their time on actually working on a project, or doing a quote for somebody who was really serious about the project? It's just a value transition there. I feel like it's just a little respect thing. But anywho, that's how I feel about large projects. Now, when we're talking small projects, low ticket items, reoccurring service, that's different. For that, I don't typically go to a property because I can get a lot of the metrics and the things that I need virtually. So yeah, those estimates can be free all day. It can be free all day because more than likely, if you go on the website or you find us, or even if you call, I can send you a link and you can pretty much pre-screen, pre-qualify, and already have an understanding of what service costs for your property. That's ideal. So by the time I'm finished with the build that I'm doing on my website currently, that's what it's gonna do. Like, people will be able to select what service they want, and they can get on the schedule based off of that without me. It's pretty much a hands-off process for me. Only thing I would be doing is following up and confirming with the customer prior to going out to the property, and that's just for maintenance. Like, not maintenance, but weed control and fertilization. Now, that may get me into some situations, but I'm willing to grow and learn from this experience, because to me, it's essential to have a system in place that doesn't require multiple communication, multiple steps, to where I'm making it complex for someone to do business with me. I don't want it to be hard for people to do business with me, but I do want them to understand what goes into it and have a full understanding of just what's being offered, all that good stuff. But hopefully y'all pick up what I'm putting down. Charleston looking nice right now. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Look at this. Look at these buildings. Look at this. It's looking good out here, man. I'm downtown Charleston right now. Nice weather today. Nice weather. It was like 70 today. When it hit them 70s, man, they're like, oh man. Yeah, I'm headed to the North Charleston area, but yeah, I just wanted to chop it up with y'all about estimating, because it really depends on the business model, etc. But me personally, I prefer to have a system in place, and I got some software. Of course, y'all know I got love for this software that I'm using. I'm gonna show you guys one of my let's make some content lives. This thing has a full breakdown of the customer's journey. That's so important. From the moment that I keep talking about this in multiple videos, but I feel like it's essential in today's age to try to give customers a different experience versus something that they would typically experience. And some people that don't have a CRM, and this stuff don't make or break you either, y'all. Just because I'm telling you, there's people that's out here thriving, making plenty of ends, etc., and they don't have all this stuff. So just because I'm fascinated with it, it's just a preference, y'all. It's really just a preference. But I feel like when it comes to longevity, it helps with having systems and stuff like that in place, as far as software that's able to communicate for you, and also handle some of the business functions, as far as automations and estimating. Like, when I make those two things easy for myself, it gives me energy to focus on other things that I should be doing in business. But it's good old Saturday, man, and I got my little co-pilot Luke with me. Say what up, Luke.
What up?
Say what up, y'all.
This is my
That's my boy. He got his YouTube, and he's been excited about it. I let my boy play around on YouTube, man. At the end of the day, it's a new day and age, and I want him to be able to innovate and play around with tech. And he'll be able to look 20 years, 10 years from now and be like, man, I can't believe I got those videos and they got this many views and all that stuff. But anywho, I got him hanging out with me today, and I also, in the process, I'm showing him and telling him about these things. I was talking to my wife about this the other day, and there's no reason, y'all, no reason that our children shouldn't know what we've already know. Like, far as anything that we've learned and got a skill set at, there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Our kids should know that. Why don't they know? So today, when I got my boy riding with me, you best believe I say, son, what I'm doing right, what did I do, son? What is the business? He said, you do landscaping. I say, okay, let me give you an idea of what we got going on today. I said, we got a call today, and this customer, he just had a lot of renovations going on at his property, in his backyard, front yard, and he don't have a lawn. He said he had dump totes and stuff on his grass, and to the point where now it's just compacted soil. It's nothing there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go out to his property. I'm gonna talk to him, and I'm gonna get his ideas of what he wants for his property, and then from there I'm gonna capture some measurements, and then from there I'll be sending over an estimate. I say it's essential that I send this over in a punctual time because success loves speed. And I told the customer, even when I was on the property talking to him, this is what I was just telling my son. That's what he's like. Okay, that's pretty cool. And then when I got to the property and I was talking to the customer, I was like, hey, he's like, man, he said, I'm so surprised you're actually out here on a Saturday, man. The weather's nice. I know everybody's probably trying to enjoy the weather. I was actually down at my neighbor's house, and he said, I didn't know if I would be able to get anybody to come out today. I was like, yeah, well, I'll try to be as punctual as possible. I understand that if somebody is thinking about certain types of projects, that they can't make a decision if they don't know what the costs associated with it. They can't plan, basically. So the sooner you have an answer on your property and what you're able to accomplish, even if we have to phase things out, etc., like you want to do front yard first or the backyard, depending on your budget, etc., could do that. But I just need to know, get a visual of what you want and what I need to measure out and what's the plan as far as your landscaping and stuff, because we want to be mindful of those things. That way you can plan accordingly. He's like, man, I really appreciate it, man. I don't feel like many people even think about all that stuff you just said as far as what I'm gonna do as far as towards the landscaping, because I was like, because if I just decide to do some landscaping, which I am, and being that you said it, we'll go ahead and point it out. That way we don't have all this different type of all this side coming in, and we're doing this project, and I'm gonna have to take it up anyways because I'm gonna landscape it. So I appreciate you kind of pointing those things out. And this guy, he was very, very prepared. He's actually a contractor. He's actually for commercial. So he already got a good idea of the things that I was, the metrics and things I was trying to consider before actually measuring out his property. He got a hardscape area that he's building. He's pretty hands-on with his property on building a lot of things. But as far as the side installation, he just want a company to come in, do the grading, of course, and go ahead and put some new side in place. Of course, I'm estimating some irrigation, but I'll only be taking care of the side, and I may not even be doing that. It really depends on what this project, the number of it. If the number's not ideal, I'll just sub it out to someone, and I can just continue to try to focus on weed control and fertilization, trying to grow that customer base. It don't require you to actually be on every single job if you could just give it to somebody who can take care of the job. That's what I'm considering doing. But I do have the measurements of it. In reality, once I get the measurements for a property, I can usually punch out that quote for that property in no time. But in this case as well, he got a few other things that he want to do, and I got a few contractors in my back pocket as far as carpenters and other landscapers that if they want to go in and do some planning and all that stuff. One side of the house, he's thinking about rockscaping, basically blending different material, put some succulents in place. He's thinking of landscaping stuff, but guess what? I'm subbing all of that out. I can give him the vision for it, and I can get the contractor for it. But it's one thing I've been telling y'all I'm trying to do: stay focused. Just because I got a skill set in creating all those things, that don't mean I should do it. So I'm gonna get the vision, confirm it with the customer, and if we get on the right page as far as the pricing, we can do it in phases or whatever, and get the full project done. But usually I feel like when people meet me and we have a conversation, they're pretty confident. They're usually feeling pretty good, because I like to let people explain and talk, because the more people talk, the more you learn of what the reason why they're pushing to try to get this done. And this house was a big piece of a project for him over the last 3 years. He bought the house, and it was like it had work to be done, and it was a contractor that bought the house and was doing a total renovation, and they stopped in the midpoint of it and let the house sit for like 3 years. And he bought it I think 2 years ago Well, he didn't buy it directly. Well, he did buy it from them, but he first he was like, "Hey man, I see you guys working on this property. How about this? Let me finish out the property and get it up to par. Then I can go get a loan to do all these other things, etc." But he worked it out, got the property, and he's building on it, which is cool, real cool. And the house looks really nice, y'all. It looked really nice. I was like, man, you did a lot of work. He's like, yeah, man, I had contractors come in and do this stuff, but for the most part, I did a lot of the plumbing, the electrical work. He's like, man, YouTube University helped me so much. But anywho, don't want to get down a tangent, y'all, because the reason why I was trying to shoot this video today is just tell you about these quotes and things like that. As of right now, I got 3 customers that I landed for my weed control fertilization part. Not much, but hey, got to start somewhere. That's 3 this week. Hopefully, if I continue to push, put the word out there, and once I get all this SEO and that stuff done I have organic leads coming in based off of online, but definitely got to continue to make content, put videos out there, get in front of the people so they'll be able to find me. The easiest way to grow the business, man. Gotta let the people be able to find me. But just wanted to talk about consultation and quotes, because I feel as if a lot of us waste time, but I ain't gonna say it's a wasted time sometimes. If you're landing the majority of the customers that you estimate, cool. But I find it a challenge when we're out doing all these estimates, and just for them to turn to cash with a friendly ghost after you've estimated like a large project. So early in the season, before the peak of the season and the spring rush, I'll take on a few, but I already have a system in place to where people have to schedule the consultations and actually pay to actually get on the schedule for a consultation. All those things are important, man. The software that I'm using helps me stay organized like that. That way I can prioritize where I need to be throughout the duration of the season while I'm focusing on, the projects that I'm currently working on. But definitely charging for my estimates. $100 consultations for not landscape, but like sod installation, because I do those quotes. And in the meantime, I do estimate the irrigation systems as well, just because I got an idea of, I'm already measuring out the property, so I can already measure out irrigation. They run hand in hand, so measure out the property for sod installation, estimate irrigation, and I only do the sod part of the job. I subcontract the irrigation part of it out. So yeah, y'all. But I'm gonna get going, man. Just wanted to chop it up with y'all, let y'all know what's going on in the landscape world as far as my quoting and estimating, because I feel like sometimes you get spread too thin. We get people calling from left and right, different parts of the city, one 20 minutes away, one 30 minutes away. Like it can be a headache sometimes. So I would say, if I were you, I would set up a system to be able to serve people accordingly. I may be wrong for charging for my consultations or estimates, but I don't feel I am, because when the demand picks up and that phone is ringing and people are trying to go to the website, it's pretty annoying to have to try to screen them out, and you don't know that you're like the 4th person or 3rd person that's going to those properties. So I don't want to be just a person in the line. I want them to prioritize me. And when people find me, wherever they find me, whether it's online or wherever, it's like, I don't know, I just want a little bit more respect of time to come in place. And if someone decides to turn into Casper the Friendly Ghost when after you've estimated a property, I feel as if they should at least, be some honest feedback of why. What's their objection of not wanting to go. And sometimes if it's price, sometimes you can't get around costs. Like certain things cost, and if you're trying to be a profitable business, you got to charge a certain price. So sometimes that you don't have wiggle room when it comes to price. However, if it's not price and it's anything else, it's like, come on, let's go ahead and answer these questions or objections to go ahead and get this thing booked, because I don't like the way. I ain't in the business of wasting time. What in the world is that on the screen? I guess that, the sun's causing the glare. You see that glare, y'all? But anywho, I'll put my hand up to block the sun off. But I'm gonna get going, and I think it was a great productive day. Got a lot done today, and got to keep going, y'all. Right now I'm open 7 days a week. Got to get her done, baby. Got to get her done. See you later on, Luke. See y'all boys later.
Peace, dog. Peace.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here.